Thousands of immigrant children, some as young as 18 months old, who are in the U.S. without a parent or guardian, are at risk of navigating the complex immigration system alone. On Friday, the federal government ended its contract with a network of nonprofits that provide legal services to children who show up at the border alone. That means an estimated 25,000 children are losing legal protections, and advocates warn this could lead to mass deportation of these children. Joining us now live is Jennifer Anzardo Valdes. She's the director of Children's Legal Services with the immigration advocacy group International Rescue Committee. Jennifer, thanks for taking time with us. Your group was vowing to continue to represent unaccompanied children in immigration court. What have you seen this week after the funding lapsed?
Thanks so much for having me. So, unfortunately, we have seen a lot of uncertainty. We've seen exactly what many providers have feared would happen. Children who had an attorney a week ago no longer have the same support. Providers have had to make really difficult decisions about pausing intakes or reducing services, some even facing difficult decisions about whether or not to continue their program. And I think what concerns me the most is that legal representation for children is much more than just showing up in court. These children are losing access to very specialized advocates who understand how to work with children.
Jennifer, let's walk through how we ended up here, because this funding freeze is the result of a fight over information on unaccompanied children. Acacia Center, as you know, for Justice, the nonprofit that oversees the contract with the federal government to represent unaccompanied children, said last week, quote, "The government is withholding payment for work that has already been performed in order to extract confidential information about kids, information the government has no right to," end quote. Jennifer, what information did the government want, and why are immigration groups pushing back on this?
So I can't really speak to specifics of what was requested of Acacia. I think I'll let Acacia directly answer that. But what I can tell you is what governs us as attorneys, and that's that information about our client is confidential, and confidentiality is of foundational trust that we build with our clients. And, you know, the children that we serve, many of them have experienced pretty horrific abuse and trauma and exploitation. And building that trust really takes a lot of time, and protecting client confidentiality is a fundamental part of that relationship.
Let's talk about the children you serve, because someone could be at home and wondering, how can an 18-month-old baby be in immigration court? How do children end up as your clients?
So unaccompanied minors are children who enter the United States without a parent or legal guardian. They come from all over the world seeking protection. As I mentioned, many of these children really face pretty horrific conditions in the home country, and have suffered abuse, have been trafficked, have nowhere to go, have been abandoned by their family members, and they come to the U.S. to seek protection. And, you know, at IRC, we believe that it's important for these children to, when they appear in court, to have a trusted advocate that can talk to them and help them navigate this system that's very, very complicated.
A very complicated issue, and thank you for shedding light on it. We so appreciate your time, Jennifer Anzardo Valdes. We thank you again for joining us live tonight.
Thanks so much for having me.